Hey, what's up, y'all? And welcome to the Water Bearer podcast. So, no, it's not Thursday, but we are still doing the regular episodes every Thursday. So, welcome to the show. But this is a new segment. If you're watching for the first time that I've started, it's called It's My Season. So, all this year, we started in January with Capricorn, and we're going to end it with Sagittarius in December. We're talking to representatives of each zodiac sign so that all signs are going to get equal love this year. So it's a new thing I've started, and you can still catch the drip for every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for the regularly scheduled episodes. And liking and commenting and sharing is caring, but subscribing is thriving. So hey, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever any content such as tonight's show drops. So if you're not already doing so as well, you can follow me for more content on Instagram at Poetic, and that's Peauxetic. And on TikTok, you can follow me there as well at Peauxetic, and then with the number 7 at the end. So tonight we're making history because this isn't the first set of twins that I've had on the show. I have had two male twins that were on before, but this is the first set of twins for the It's My Season segment and the first female twins that I've ever had on the show. So I'm so honored to have Sonia and Tanya representing Taurus. I love Taurus. So that's one of my favorite zodiac signs. Taurus is so cool. And I feel like the women, especially, are just such bosses in everything that they do. So I'm really excited to have them on. I've known them for, maybe like 20 years at this point, or close to it, somewhere around there. I know at least a good 15. We used to all attend the same church. And so they've always just been high energy, really fun, easy to get along with, easy to talk to. And so the famous Taurus that I'm using for tonight is Janet Jackson, which is really interesting because that's the last time I saw them in person was at the Janet Jackson concert. So we ran into each other randomly there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring out Tanya and Sonia to join us. Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Hey,
Thank you both so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate it.
thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Oh, of
Thank you
course.
for having us.
Of
It's
course.
fun.
Hey, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Well, before we kick it off, is there anything that you want to share with the viewers and the listeners about yourself? Your birthday, for sure, if you don't mind sharing that.
May 12th.
May 12th. Okay.
Yep.
Somebody's a couple minutes before me. That other girl
Hey.
over there.
Uh-oh, the other one.
Well, I'm the older twin by 2 whole minutes.
Two
Two
whole
whole
minutes.
minutes. Hey.
You act like it's 2 whole years. As they say
So,
on Boss Baby, she not the boss of me.
right.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Uh-oh. So do y'all have, so I always wondered that about twins. So do y'all have, would you say you have that full dynamic where the older, younger sibling?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
She
That's
thinks she the
interesting.
boss of me. Did you hear me say that? She
Well, yeah,
not
you
the
did
boss
just
of me.
say that.
We
I love
do.
it. I
But I
love it.
do refer to her. That's my big sister. She gets jealous because I'm the baby.
Uh-oh.
She was a spoiled,
Too.
still spoiled today
Uh-oh.
I don't
Not
know.
still
in our
spoiled.
age.
I don't know what she talking about. I don't know what she talking about.
Hmm.
Say that's not you.
That's not me.
Hey, I love it. But yeah, anything else y'all want to share just about yourself before we get into it?
Like what?
It can be professionally, personally,
Okay.
anything like that.
So I'm a school teacher,
Okay.
um, and I'm. I don't know. I think that I'm a. What you know how they say if you have referees in basketball, I'm an official in track, and it's track season. And
Oh,
wow, that schedule's tight.
yeah, I can imagine. Oh,
Yep.
oh.
So that's my fun life. What's yours, Sonia?
I work in corporate America and I train and coach people. So it's
Okay.
almost kind of like our roles are almost identical in the fact that we are facilitators, teachers to others.
Mm,
I
yep.
can see that.
hmm hmm
I can see
So
that,
it's weird how
especially
that
being
dynamic plays
Taurus.
out because a lot of times things happen like that in our lives and we don't plan it, but we're almost like on a parallel plane, if you will.
Mm, mm-hmm.
hmm hmm
Especially in injuries.
Oh, not injuries.
We have to call each other. I failed today, busted my knee.
hmm
You 5 minutes late.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
no.
hmm
Yep.
Oh no. I hope you're okay.
It's only like a couple of things in our lives that literally, like, we haven't like collided with. Like, I had fallen at work, and do you remember when they had the eclipse?
Oh yes. I
I
do remember
fell
that.
at work like really, really hard, and it wasn't even a week or two later. She did too. We
Really?
we usually injure the same knee, the same. I mean, it's not maybe the same way, but it's like it's kind of weird. So Sonia clumsy broke her wrist. It's her left, and God
Oh.
forbid if I should do it because it would be my right because that's our dominant hands.
Oh.
So my left hand is my dominant. Her dominant hand is her right.
hmm
So it's like, well, I didn't break the dominant hand, so we're okay. I'm like, you did what? I don't want to do that.
Like I don't want to
So
break either wrist. Right.
yeah, exactly. And then like I fall and stomp my toe. She called and say, just want you to know I fell. And I'm like, you too late. Oh, I meant to call you. It's like a week later, boom. And it's around about the same time. Like only one time I can really remember.
Uh,
I was they were fixing the foundation in my duplex and they had removed the back stairs and I didn't know it. So I went out the door, boom, on the ground. Well, she was at work
oh.
and tripped on the steps on the same time, on the same day.
hmm
She busted her knee. I busted mine.
hmm
Like
Really?
we went to call each other to say, "Hey, I busted my knee," and we'd already did it at the same time,
hmm
all the way across town, in a whole different environment from each other. Same knee, same
Wow.
time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No,
That
we
happens
don't
all
have.
the time. We're
Yeah,
just used to
Really?
it at this point.
but we don't have that telepathy or somebody. Do you know when she gets hurt? No, that's TV.
That's
She has
not
to
real.
use. Yeah, she has to use the telecom.
hmm
Right.
It is not. Mm, I got hurt. Then I call
Right.
and say, "Did
You
you
just
get
know.
hurt?" It is not that. It's just we have
Wow,
to
that's
use the
interesting.
phone to call each other and say, "Hey, I fell." Be on the
Right.
caution
That's what
for a
happened.
couple of weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's well, it's not cool that y'all are getting injured, but it's cool that y'all
It's
share
kind of.
those experiences
Hmm.
like that.
hmm
Wow. Wow,
It
that's
trips.
interesting.
It trips out people. They're like, "How the twins?" Don't listen. We don't know. And it's funny because I have like 5 or 6 different sets of twins in my class, and they say the same thing. And they're fascinated because, of course, I'm older that I'm a twin. I said, "Well, good, baby, keep living. You and your twin will be twins too,
I don't
in
have
your
a
older
twin and I
age."
fell up the steps today, tripping over my dog. So,
Don't say up the steps. Don't say up.
no, I really did. I fell going up because he was going up under my leg. So
Oh,
when
Mhm.
okay.
I fell and I tripped and I was like, okay, let me put my hands down, act like I'm doing a push up on the stairs in case anybody
Mhm.
come by.
Caught that?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Oh
yeah.
my. Oh my.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that has happened. And
Definitely.
yeah, so that
Yeah.
has happened.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm interested. So if both of y'all were I'm not gonna say stuck on an elevator, but if y'all were on an elevator together, what would be if you could give a 30-second elevator pitch about Taurus and why you feel being a Taurus is so great? What would you say?
We strong. We can handle this.
Okay.
I agree, strength, definitely. but I think we're very emotional people as well. I think Taurus is have a lot of strength, but I think they have a lot of um, what's the word? Empathy. Like they like an
I can see
empath, like
that.
they feel
Hmm.
like a
Yeah.
lot. They take on feelings and then they feel a lot. I do
Hmm.
believe that we're like that as a Taurus. Um,
Yeah.
and whatever I guess we're dealing with or however we're going to handle it is where that strength comes in at.
Hmm.
Okay.
Because if it's something that will like break us down to a point where it may not be healthy, that inner strength that is just there, it fights against a lot of it.
Yeah.
It'll keep you
Uh,
pushing through stuff,
right.
and
Right.
sometimes you don't even know where that comes from.
But
And
you
that
just
could
know
be,
you're pushing
yeah,
through
that
it.
could just be in the stars, if you will, like the zodiac of it all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be that.
So you could say in the stars or even in the strength of, it depends on what you believe as well.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
most of us that I know of, we all believe in God. So we
Right.
lean towards that. And you made us a Taurus because we're bullheaded and strong and we believe this way. Once we believe, we believe. And once we have our emotion, that's our emotion. We stick with it. Like it doesn't deviate. Like if you make me mad, I'm mad until I calm it
Yeah.
down.
Uh
You know,
huh. That is
if you
true.
make me
Hmm.
happy, I laugh until I calm it down. So when she says emotions, I'm like, I'm happy, I'm happy. And we want you to be happy too
Hmm.
at the same time. But our emotional strength is kind of like the same thing. We're bullheaded, we're strong, and we're gonna be that way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So be a Taurus because we're stronger than anybody else.
Yeah. Y'all are strong, and I feel like too with a Taurus, I feel like it's a sign that doesn't get enough credit for giving people chances. Because I think when people see Taurus, they think the like you said, the bullheaded, the strong, all that. But I think, like you said too, Sonya, the empathy part
Hmm.
of it.
Hmm.
Um, y'all are able to rationalize a lot of things dealing with people until you can't, and and
You hit
then
that on the
once,
head. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, then
Don't
it's
play
like
with
you
me.
better run.
yeah.
Yeah,
You better run. Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah,
totally agree with that. Totally agree
yeah,
with that. Yeah,
yeah.
because once we get pushed the wrong way,
Ooh, yeah,
we don't see anything else but red.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. It's like when that little bull charges at you. You know, you got the
Hmm.
red cloak, and the little
Yeah,
guy is out there trying to make it run to you.
move
Oh, it's
quick,
over. It's
right?
over. Yeah, them horns is coming.
I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. So, and it's okay if y'all don't have an answer for this next one. I'm just curious.
oh, I
Um,
got an answer. Go
oh, you
ahead.
do? Okay. Okay. I'm ready. All right. So this
Don't.
segment is called Ride or Die and Say Bye Bye. So basically, what it means is, out of all 12 zodiac signs, now excluding Taurus,
Hmm.
which sign do you think is your ride or die zodiac sign, and which one do you think you would say bye bye to, and why?
You got an answer, Slang? Because I got
Go
an
ahead.
answer.
You
Go ahead.
ready?
You want
You
me to
ready?
go? Because I
Yeah.
studied for this. Yes,
Okay.
I'm
Hey,
ready for this.
okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so it is so weird. Okay, because our mother is a Gemini,
Hmm.
and
Oh,
she's a,
I love
that's the
Gemini's too.
sign of the twins, right?
Mhm.
My ride or die is a Gemini.
Okay.
He's right behind me in the birthday. He slightly missed the Taurus by a few days, and that's probably a good thing. Okay, so like we celebrate our wedding, our birthdays all in the same month. Everything hit May. But that would be my ride or die because I say, which one are you today? So I know how to be which one I need to be today.
Right, right.
You know, okay, do I need to be bullheaded or do I need to be that soft heart? Which one are you today? So that's my ride or die. My say bye bye, baby, you can boof. Sorry, Scorpios, get gone. Kick rocks.
I've
I
heard that
holler
from a
at you.
lot of Tauruses. So why did you say
Bye.
that?
Booyah. Kick rocks. I'm sorry to all you Taurus females and ones that I think I like are my friends when you see this, but that's what the truth is. Scorpio can kick rocks. Yeah. See?
So do you have a certain reason why you say that about Scorpio?
Okay, so you know, a Scorpio is a Scorpio, this thing that stings you
Hmm.
and you die slowly. So I say that because a Scorpio can jump on a Taurus's back and you think y'all have the best relationship and they done stung you and you kind
Mm.
of get that die slowly. You know what I mean? So when I say that, like, just go and tell some history. I had a relationship with a Scorpio and was just this gonna be my world.
Okay.
Up, you bit me. And it's like for me as a Taurus, I feel like when I say I'm done with you, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
done. Like we don't go back. Ain't no don't apologize. And you're not a snake. You're a scorpion, and you bit me. And so you when you bit me, I'm done. So in that relationship, he bit me and I was done. And that's what started my I'm done days. I'm like, I'm not going
Right.
back. I don't care how much you apologize. You're
Hmm.
not gonna change. You're not gonna be no different. You're just a silent killer. So I'm just not gonna do it. So and why ironically, in most of my relationships that have been a Scorpio, they've been Scorpios. When I find out their birthday, I go, oh no, I can't. No, baby, you stop talking to me. No, that's not gonna work for you. You know, um, my little heart, my little grandbaby, he's a Libra. Thank you, Jesus. Because if he was a Scorpio, I wouldn't have nothing to do with him. He gonna grow up bad. But no, I just that's how I've been feeling. That's how I felt so many years ago. And it's a
Wow.
couple of relationships. They were Scorpios. I never really paid attention to the zodiac signs before, like really, I'm the zodiac queen type of thing.
Right.
But I
Right.
had always noticed that their birthdays was around about the same time. They were always Scorpios. I was like, you know what? That ain't for me. And I just they just not for me because they sting you silently, and it hurts. It's like a little pinch, and then you just kind of drift off and you don't realize it until it could be too late. And bulls have thick skin, so when you bite them, they
Yeah.
know.
Right.
So I am who I am. My sign. I am my sign.
Wow.
Ironically, so I don't really try to. I'll be friends with you, but trust and believe me, you have a long handle spoon.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I've heard that a lot about the Taurus and Scorpio not getting along from several people actually on this podcast. But I will say the Geminis are going to be excited when they see this because Geminis get so much hate, and that they're actually one of my favorite signs. But I think a lot of
Yeah.
people have them kind of misunderstood.
Well, they are two-sided people now. They are two-sided people. Don't get me twisted, because they are two-sided people. But my ride or die, one day I'm like, oh, I can't stand you, and then the next day I'm just so in love with him that that's my bestie. I can't go nowhere without him.
Right. Hey,
I've
I
been
mean,
mad at him for like a couple of weeks now. He sends me
oh,
this old school jam. I'm
a
like,
couple
see,
weeks.
yeah, but I'm like, see, are you trying to get in? Because you don't send me this jam, and I'm like, you know what? I'm all in love. Like, I like that. You got me with that when you did that. But so as I said, them two-sided people, pick your mood.
Right.
What you
Right.
got, Slimy? What you got?
I agree with Tanya. Gemini definitely ride or die.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
For the
Um,
same reasons, or
Probably yeah, mostly yeah. My our mom was a Gemini. One of my best friends is a Gemini. So yeah, if you think about it, yep, I guess Gemini definitely is our ride or die because we
Mm-hmm.
were very close to her, and yeah, so I would say that. As far as bye bye, ooh, um,
Careful. That other person one too.
uh-oh.
I really can't
That's
say. I can't say that I have a one that I would say bye bye to,
Really?
because
Okay.
just that would just be me
It's all good.
personally though. So I could probably think of some people that I could be like, okay, I don't want to deal with them no more. But then I
But
would
not
have
the
to look
sign.
into like what their birthday would be and to see if all those correlations run into like a certain zodiac sign, or is it just
Okay.
those people? So
Hmm.
I'd have to do some research on that. Yeah, yeah. Because I
yeah.
can tell you some folks, yeah, that I'd be like bye bye to, but and I can think of their birthday, but I don't know what sign that would be in. So yeah, I'd have to do research.
Yeah. But that's how I knew the Scorpio because I knew
Okay.
when their birthdays were. and I kind of researched it and said, let me see if all that line up at the same time. And it was so funny because the person I want to say bye bye to every time, they lined up together. I was like, look at this. Okay, it was. I
Oh
was like,
wow.
oh, you sure know how to pick them. It's kind of like when you have that person that's that birthday, all their kids are in the same month. You're like, well, we know what month of the year you like because all their birthdays are the same.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So I'm like, how are y'all birthdays in the same month? Okay.
Right. You really like that one particular month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is at the end of track season, football season, a
Uh-oh.
whole bunch of kids get made in the education world. November, a whole bunch of kids get made.
Right.
In
Right.
the football season.
Yeah.
June, a whole bunch of kids get made in the track season. But I'm in education, I'm in coaching, so well, that's when we actually get to be home for 5 minutes.
Right. Just a
Change the
little bit.
subject. Next question.
Okay. Well. Okay. So I want to ask y'all this though before I ask you the next question. So the Taurus Gemini dynamic, me looking on the outside, and y'all let me know if you think this is correct. Because I see Taurus people as very grounded, very consistent, dependable, strong, all that. And not to say that Gemini lacks those qualities, but I feel like a Gemini is all over the place and a lot of times in good ways. They might wake up tomorrow and be like, hey, let's go to the rainforest, or hey, let's do this, or hey, their mood is just however they feel. And so do you think it's that contrast in personalities that maybe makes you gel with the Gemini?
I would say a little bit, and then you kind of touched on that. That again, we kind of go back to that feeling, that empathy, that
Mm-hmm.
inner that we have, because we do feel deeply as Tauruses. I think that's what connects us with a Gemini, because
Uh,
they have those deep emotions as well. And like you said, one day it could be let's go to the rainforest, the next day something, let's go to the library, you know,
yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
totally opposite, right?
Right. Sit down and read a book.
Right. It's like, what? We went to the rainforest yesterday. Today we're going to the library, right? Yeah. So it could be
Right.
so drastically different than, yes, I think those correlations tie us back in too. Because like you said, we're grounded, and then the two opposites ground each other, with
Mhm.
them being just kind of, oh, go with the wind.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
blowing this way today. Or we
Right.
blowing that way, right? Yeah. Yeah. And then
Uh,
the tourists be like, hold up, hold up. No, we ain't going that way today.
yeah,
Right. So it's like that yin and yang.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So piggybacking off of her yin and yang and kind of that mood thing, um, I think that I'm not for sure of this, but so like we're twins, right? And I
Mhm.
always say there's these opposites in a twin. One's
Mm-hmm.
good, one's bad, whatever. Um, which sometimes can reflect in our mood and our emotions, like she says. Because if you catch me on a good day, and a Gemini is in a bad mood, that could get ugly.
Oh,
But if you catch
yeah.
me on a good day, I'm in a good mood, and they're in a bad mood, I can make them in a good mood. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
So,
It does.
like, our energy, our emotion is so overbearing that says overpowering, not overbearing, but overpower that says, why are you in this bad mood? I'm trying to figure out, which side is that you? And we keep constantly saying, why this, why this, why this? And you're
Mhm.
like, okay, listen. And then, well, let's evaluate what's going on.
Right.
And we want to get to the bottom of it because that's who we are as Tarsus. We want dynamic set ways where they're back and forth, back and forth. And so we make them stable to say, okay,
Mm.
let's get this out. But if I'm in a bad mood and you're fooling with me, I just say stop it in a very aggressive manner.
Right.
And those little good ones. Didn't you hear me say stop? I will ram you like a longhorn. Let's stop
And
it.
I think too, on that twin note, because twins are considered like a split personality,
Mm-hmm.
we probably vibe with a Gemini real well because we
Because they
ourselves
have
have
split
a
Oh,
split
personalities.
personality.
I didn't
Yeah.
think of it
So I
that
was
way.
gonna say,
That's
like,
true.
as a twin,
Yeah,
being a
Yeah.
twin,
because
we have the
we're supposed
splits,
to be one person, and that
but
didn't
we're
work out
two
in the
people.
sack. Broke up, made two people. So we get to be actually two people on the outside, where Gemini is two people on the inside.
Exactly.
Uh,
She
So that
sat
I
on me.
definitely
love
probably makes us gel with them pretty much anyway.
Do you hear me
it.
saying? I said she sat on me.
Whatever.
I always tell people that. She's
I
sitting
Mhm.
love
on me. She
it.
got here first. She was sitting on me.
So that might
Right.
be for the twin Tauruses. I don't know about regular
Yeah.
Tauruses, but definitely
Now,
Well,
we can
regular
vibe
Taurus, they
with that
may not,
Gemini.
a regular Taurus person may not gel with a Gemini like we do.
Mhm. Right.
but I've heard a lot. I mean, the way that y'all broke it down, I think is really interesting in a way that I haven't heard it. But I do know a lot of Taurus people that would say a Gemini is one of their favorite signs.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah, it's been a lot of them I've had on here that have said that. But yeah, and Tanya, so you kind of alluded to this next one. So I'm curious if y'all had to make a Taurus playlist. You say, okay, these 5 songs just really embody a Taurus,
Mm.
and you
Hold up.
each can have 5 songs.
Five.
Which 5 songs would you put?
Okay. Okay. So, Kenny Lattimore, For You.
Mm, okay.
That's my jam. That's, as they say, that's my jam, Jamie Foxx. That's my jam. That's my jam. I like For You, because it really expresses, if I'm for you, I'm for you, you know. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Sorry about that. Y'all got a little
Oh no, you
song.
good.
Um, and then I like, so just to say, to be, I'm not sure about Sonya, but in my wedding, I didn't get married on the traditional dun 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 dun. I didn't do that. I picked a song for my, for, well, we picked a song for him to come in on, a song for my
Mm.
bridesmaid, my major of honor, to come in on,
Oh
and then
wow.
we picked a song for me to walk in on. I picked Eric Benet and Tamia, and he's gonna kill me because I can't remember the title right now.
Oh, spend my life
That's right.
with you. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So I picked that, and then we left on Chrisette Michelle. No, yeah, Chrisette Michelle. What's her little song? A couple of forevers.
Oh, dang, y'all had some.
So, oh
Y'all
yeah,
had
I
some
had some
jams.
jams. But so when I was talking to you earlier, oh, he ain't done nothing but at the place. And okay, let me show y'all. Let's see if y'all can hear this. He got me. Can y'all hear that a little bit?
Oh yeah, I like that song.
Okay, so
Oh.
that's my jam. So you know, you say you got me. He's a Gemini, and so it kind of bounces off that Chrisette Michelle. A couple of forevers. You boomerang with this one. That'd be a bad mix.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my, like, kind of like my songs, because I think that I did Kenny Lattimore, For You, um for them to come in. I did one other song that the minister and my husband walked in on, and I guess it went so quick I can't remember right this second, because it was
Oh.
like 4 songs all together. But I wanted to be a little different, a little him and a little me. What we did, because I put a disclaimer out when we did our wedding dance. I put a disclaimer out. We're not gonna name that song. That's not one of mine.
Oh.
We say he likes Prince. That's a Gemini.
Wait, you don't like Prince?
I didn't say that.
Oh. I was like, wait.
I
I
said
need an explanation.
Right.
I said he likes Prince. That's a Gemini. I did not say anything about me. Prince is my height and at the same time. So
He-
he's 5'3", and so am I. He can look at me eye to eye without wearing his boots.
He could.
True, he
You
could.
He
know.
He
could.
could. Yeah.
But no, he's just when he picked that song, I was like, "Are you serious? We're gonna be in the church." He said, "Don't matter." I said, "Oh, okay." So immediately I put this disclaimer out. Hey, disclaimer! I didn't pick this song.
Wait, there's okay. I gotta know what the song is because there's so many songs that are going through my head that it could be that are not church appropriate, but I
Exactly.
don't
So we're
know.
gonna move on because we said my list. We said my list.
So that
So I
wouldn't
kind of
be on yours.
that ain't on my list. No. What was that little nasty song? I have to scream out to him in a few minutes and ask him, what was that little nasty song you played? And and they played it louder than any other songs. I was like, really? We doing this? Okay, let's go. You know I know how to dance, so here we go.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah,
funny.
I'll ask him in a minute. But that last song I just played for y'all, that's as they say, that's my jam. I said, oh, you want me to be out the you want to get out the doghouse. Okay, you did. That's a winner.
Okay.
So,
So
but
do
those
you
are my
like the
songs.
original, the one, the Tamia one too, or you
Uh
like that version better?
this song that just played,
Hmm.
I like that song because it's a remix. And I
Yeah,
like
it is
Tamia's
kind of.
version too, but I don't know, you know how you're in your car by yourself? If somebody ever
Mhm.
sticks one of them hidden cameras in there, oh, you're gonna hear me saying real loud. No, I'm in the joyful noise choir. So, boom. I was in the car just the other day with my granddaughter, and she's always listening to I'm listening to CC Winans station on the Pandora station all the time in the car because it plays a
Mhm.
variety of
Oh yeah.
Christian music. And so the other day she jumps in the car and she says, Granny, what you doing? I said, why are you looking at me like that? He says, do you hear them cuss words? I said, what? You listen to hip hop.
Oh.
I said, okay.
Uh oh.
The old school hip hop. We got a really good friend. I'm just gonna go by her name is AC. And AC listens to harder hip hop than I do.
Oh.
And I was so stunned when I found out. And I'm not sure it's AC or Taurus Sonya.
Who?
AC.
No.
Okay.
Mm.
But I was stunned. Okay. When I say stunned, I was like, she listens to hardcore hip hop. I just do a
Oh.
little light Tupac here and there. you know, some Biggie here and there. And there's certain songs, okay?
Right. Not
But she
all of
listens to the real underground hip hop. I said, oh, okay. So it was kind of surprising to her that I could actually listen to R&B, know the words. I was like, ma'am, we ain't always been saying
them. Right. Right.
all our lives now. We had some world in here now.
Right. We had some fun.
We had
Right.
some fun. And she's only 13, so I'm like, what you know about them words?
Right.
So yeah. Son, you got anything on a playlist?
Mm-hmm. I'm
Okay,
just waiting
what
for
you
you to
got?
stop talking.
Oh. Wait. Wait. But did you get five, Tanya? You did.
Keep on.
Maybe I miscounted.
So for you, Kenny Lattimore,
I was writing them down.
Oh, okay. You
Eric
wrote them down. Okay.
Eric Benet, Tamia,
Yeah.
uh what was it called?
Spend my life.
Yeah,
Spend my
Spend My
life.
Life.
Couple
Uh
of favors.
Cassette
Chrisette
Michelle.
Michelle, A Couple of Forevers.
Mm-hmm.
I think this song, I don't forgot the name of it just actually. I just played it.
The remix. The I'm so into you
Yes.
remix.
The remix I'm So Into You. And then pause.
And what was the? So you had a fifth one, Sonya, that you wrote down.
I thought she was talking about the Prince song. Was that the fifth one? Or we weren't talking about that song?
That
Well,
ain't my
she,
song.
yeah, she said she wouldn't put that one on her list,
Oh,
even though I'm curious. Wait, I'm sure you know what the song is because you were there. I'm sure. You like I ain't saying that I ain't getting in trouble.
definitely not getting in trouble. Definitely not getting in trouble.
So yeah, I think excluding that one, she only had four.
Yeah. Okay. So we take Prince away. My bad. I thought we was counting Prince.
No,
I
I
know she
did
was
too
talking.
for a second.
Yeah. She was
Yeah,
talking about it good.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well we can do your five, and then we'll come back to get her last one.
Okay. Can she hear us? Can you hear us, Tanya? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay, she can't hear. Okay.
I ain't wanted to start talking again, and then
Oh, right,
we
right.
missed.
Cut you off in your five.
No, she can cut me off. I don't care about that part. I was just saying I didn't know she was gonna be trying to figure out her five. So
Right.
my five, I can list out five songs. That's not a problem. But when she told me what the question was, I said, okay, I wrote down some songs. Of course, I've always loved um, all kind of genres. So we
Yeah,
could go on
me
long.
too.
We could have a whole podcast about music.
Oh, see,
That's a whole
that's
nother
me too.
subject,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
that's just like epic, right?
Right.
But of course, my first go tos were CC Winans because I love CC Winans.
I do
So
too.
of course I got her Alabaster Box, Everlasting
Mm.
Love, Believe for it. But then I love BB and CC. So because I love way back BB and
Oh,
CC, you know.
okay.
So Lord Lift Us Up. Oh, MG. Yeah, that was like one of my favorite ones. Um, when you go to more the secular world, Whitney Houston. I mean, like Janet
Mm,
Jackson. You know, I
mm.
love Janet Jackson. You saw us we was
Me
at the
too.
Janet Jackson concert.
Yeah, I
So
love her
I could
too.
list off any Janet Jackson song because I know the words, the dance moves, and all that, right? All of Rhythm Nation, you know, all of that, you know, all the ones before that, you know, the ones. So you know
Show
everything
do.
in Janet
Uh-oh.
Jackson's collection. I love Pink. I
I
go back
love
to
Pink too.
oh yeah, I love Pink.
Hmm.
I love Kelly Clarkson. I
Okay.
love Kelly Clarkson. She can't do no wrong to me, nothing. I
She
mean,
can sing.
and she can, and she's a Taurus,
Oh yeah, I forgot. She sure is. Yeah.
and she's from Texas,
Yeah.
right here around Dallas, not right in
Cleburne.
Dallas, but like I think she's like in Bedford or something.
She's from Cleburne.
Cleveland, yes.
Cleburne. Okay.
Hmm.
And then if you go like all the way back in the day, like Phil Collins, In the Heat of the Night, those kind of
Yeah.
songs.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's why I'm
Okay.
like, it's kind of hard to
See
say
that one, baby.
songs without, you know, just taking a nod to the people. So
Okay.
that's
Oh,
what I was kind of thinking
see.
of. But I could lift songs. You know me lift songs. I wrote some songs down, but
Okay, see, I was trying to
I
be
was just going
nice.
in that vibe of just the whole
So
big
any
picture.
song by them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of just the different people because like I love music. I love gospel music. I don't really too much do a lot of current rap. Of course, we love old
Yeah.
school. You
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
old LL Cool J
Okay.
and all them folk back then.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
grew up with that kind of stuff. So that's
Hmm.
the stuff we know. This
Planet
new
Rock.
stuff, yeah.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out what
Planet Rock
Kendrick
still
Lamar
jam.
sings.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what he be singing.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell it. Huh. Huh.
You
So
said
Okay.
it's
Kendrick
just that
Lamar.
kind of a challenge, right? Because today's age,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
music has changed
so
so much.
Sonny's
True.
throwing out the real stuff. So I was just trying to be polite and make 5 songs, but okay.
Oh,
So let's tell truth here on this Taurus, because she went to when she went to Pink. I get so you really want to
I
know.
love Pink too. Yeah.
Yeah, but so the real part of me that is a Taurus that trips people out is when we turn on the country music and my husband say, you know, every single word, I'm confused.
Really? So who are some of the
Oh
country people you like?
yes. Oh, I love me Garth Brooks. Everybody does. I am a Garth Brooks fan. Low Places is my jam. Um,
Okay.
I have almost every album collection that he's done. I've been to 3 of his concerts, and like Sonya had videotaped us one night and sent CC wanted. I said, "Oh, you went to the concert and didn't call me?" Okay, so um, I've been to Garth Brooks concerts like 2 or 3 times. I went to him in Vegas when we went. He was like, "Oh, you going by yourself?" I said, "Bye."
Hey.
So
Right.
I'm a Garth Brooks fan. I'm a Randy Travis fan. I'm a Blake Shelton fan. I know people think that that's crazy, but I am. And
No, that's not crazy.
um, I like the Judd sisters. I like all of their music. I really do. And
Well, the Jazz Sisters
I,
really country though.
okay.
Mm.
So
They kind of fell into the country. You know, they were kind
Kind
of
of
on the
yeah,
pop.
line.
Yeah,
yeah,
They were
yeah,
but
on
yeah.
the
They
my
line.
kind of
other
yeah.
Judd was
Everybody love the Jazz Sisters. I
Yeah.
don't
I see
know.
that. They were real country and I.
Right,
yeah.
right. You know, they
So
were in the genre with some songs, but yeah. I mean,
yeah,
everybody loved the Judds. So yeah,
and so
definitely.
I love James Taylor, not the black one
Okay.
and the white one.
Both of
I
Hmm.
do. And then so like right now looking back, if you talk about real music, like people talk about me real bad in this house. Cause like I break out stuff. See Sonya's husband.
That
them.
LL.
Yeah.
He said that's your husband.
Who
That's
didn't love
me.
LL?
Okay. Everybody.
He got some good
And then
songs. Yeah, I like a lot of his
he
music too.
did. And so if you see me sitting back, I have an entire drawer collection. Look at my girl. Stuff is.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
Uh,
she
Stephanie
can sing.
Mills.
yeah,
Oh
Epic.
I
yeah.
mean, so like if you want to say music, like I said, we need to do that on another podcast. Because
Hmm.
We definitely
Tell us when
go.
we do that one. Yeah, you need to
Yeah,
do a whole group of us, and we can all pull
yeah, a
out some
whole
stuff.
group. We can go
No,
back.
for real. Okay.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
like for
we
real.
need to do that. We need to
But
do
if
that.
we really had
Yeah.
to say dig deep in what you was just on the surface of now, the remix of that song, that is my song. Now I sing that all day long
Okay.
with Tamia's version. I can sing that all day long. The Prince song was Adore You that we danced to.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that is
And
my
then
number one favorite Prince song.
Okay, that wasn't a bad song though.
Yeah, and it's not that bad compared to Darling
His
yeah.
other song,
Nikki and
yeah.
all them.
Oh
Yeah,
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 and yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I thought it was kind of weird because we was at church. I was like, you know, put Prince in the church, okay.
Oh no, I'm with him on that.
Yeah.
Tell him I said good job.
Yeah,
Everybody else did too. I was like, okay.
yeah, that was a good
But
one.
the
That
other
was a good one.
Yeah,
song in our
yeah.
wedding was Kim. Um, I promise to love you.
Okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
I'm a big Kim fan. I am. Maybe because I met him in person. I'm a big Kim fan.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And I am, and I'm a big Beyonce fan in most of her stuff. In most.
I like it.
I didn't say all. You know, some of that I'm like, girl, when you get old and your kids grow up, they're gonna be seeing you. Ooh, okay. They gonna know who their mom is.
Right.
But I met her in real life too, like in person at a breakfast. And she
Wow.
was super, super humble. And I just absolutely adore her. But I like a lot of her music. Um, but as far as music is concerned, like my list, Garth Brooks, Low Places would be on there. There's a whole bunch of them. Almost this whole uh Low Places and what's the song I'm always walking around the house singing that he can't stand? It's not Low Places. It's how come I can't think of the name of it? I think I'm on the spot
Huh.
right now. When I think it'll come to me, like it'll pop to me, and I have to say, go back to that. But needless to say, yeah, I love my country music, and y'all ever watch The Voice?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've watched it. Yeah, I don't watch it like die hard every season, but I've seen episodes.
Yeah, so John Legend, and it's so weird because I didn't realize I liked John Legend the way I did until my nephew Sonia's son had put on this song to put the baby to sleep,
Mhm.
and it's
Mm.
called Nervous. Okay,
Oh,
it gets
yeah.
played all over the house.
Yeah, I love
That's
My
that
it.
song.
my,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's like I love this Nervous song, Ordinary
Hmm.
People. I mean, we can name like a 10,000 songs as far as music,
Yeah.
like that we kind of just go with. But as far as we say our genre and our playlist, I'd have to have my country would be second.
Okay.
My I say my gospel Christian music would be first,
Hmm.
and that's as I've gotten older, you know, and things have changed in our lives as we've matured.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
now I have my Christian music, then I have my country music, then I have my old school R&B, my old school rap, and then just that mixed version, like she says, Pink and some of them. I don't know why she like Kelly Clarkson, but okay, everybody got to like somebody. I like Garth,
She can
so
sing. You
okay.
don't like
What's wrong with Kelly?
Yeah, I like Kelly.
Nothing.
She can sing.
I ain't
She's
saying
pretty
nothing
good.
wrong with her. She just different. Just a
Well,
nice
she
word,
is a
different.
little. Yeah, she can be a little different. Okay, so I wasn't going to. So is one more question that I have before I let y'all go, and I wasn't going to say this, but I feel like this what we just did because I love music conversations too. So now I'm gonna announce it here. So anybody that sees this episode, you'll know. So the purpose of me asking this question is at the end of the year, I'm gonna put out it's gonna be this massive playlist of all the songs that every guest said. So it's gonna be interesting because it's gonna be literally all genres because it's I've heard other people say country songs, gospel songs, rap, R&B, rock.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's gonna be everything.
That'll be cool. That'll
Yeah,
be cool.
yeah. So it'll
Yeah.
be kind of like
Okay, so in
Christmas
my
time.
on my list, don't forget to put Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett in there.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm gonna make sure I add that one.
I'm
Okay,
so serious. Like I love
okay.
every song on Margaritaville album. And I love Jimmy Buffett. I used to go sleep on one of them, and so did my kids. They'd go right off to sleep.
Really?
And I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's on the Margaritaville album. It's number three, and
Okay.
it's number three or number one album that he dropped. I it's in that order, but I could Google it. But I used to go sleep on James Taylor, the white version. He sung. My daughter Lauren goes to sleep on it still to this very day.
Huh.
Um, I can't think of it right now because I'm thinking about the other James Taylor, the
I
black
want
one.
you to add Johnny Cash, A Boy Named Sue.
A boy named Sue. Oh, okay, okay,
I don't know if you've ever
okay.
heard it. Go
I
look it up.
have. I
Go
have.
look it
Hmm. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Okay.
up.
See,
Put that
I'm
one on
so
there. Put
I
that
like
one on
we
there.
thought we're throwing lists out. Hey,
The
let me throw
world
this
will be
list out.
surprised, but
Right.
I
Yes,
love it. I love it. I like Johnny Cash.
yes.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay. Okay. Hey, I love it. Yeah, for real. I need to
Bruce
have y'all back.
Springsteen. It's a long time, boy. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, yeah. That's a good one too.
Okay, it's that other side of us showing it that rock and roll.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hall and
I like that
Notes.
too.
Throw one of them in. Don't
Oh
forget the
God.
Hall and
Yeah.
Notes. Throw one of them in.
Yes.
Any of them.
Mm-hmm. All
Doobie
every film.
Brothers. The
All of them.
Doobie Brothers. Yes. The Doobie
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
See? I told
Yeah.
you we need to do a segment on just the
Your
music.
music. Yeah, seriously, that would
They
be
be like,
cool.
what? And okay,
These
never mind.
this
I
new
almost called
generation
this like
don't know nothing about all
don't
them
know nothing
songs.
about that.
No.
Mm-mm.
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 No.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
Okay.
the Covenant had did a song album. Did you ever get that one when they put those out?
Yeah, you know what? There's a couple of them that
Mm-hmm.
I've done that I've
Mm-hmm.
got. Yeah, they're good.
They're
I
good.
like them. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, they're real good.
Yep.
Now, this other Christian song I need to throw in there. Make sure you get it by Vicky Vicky Yodom. Is that her name?
Vicky Yoda. Huh.
Hold on. Let me, hold on a second. I'm find it.
Hmm. And while you're looking for that one, Tanya, the the last question, I'm really curious to see what y'all gonna say on this.
Okay.
So
It's
this,
Vicky Yo. Vicky Yohe. It's because of who
wow,
you are.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because of who you are. Okay, yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
I know what you're
That's
talking
every
about.
morning. That's every morning.
Okay,
Every morning on the drive.
that's a
Every
good
morning.
morning song.
Yes.
Listen.
I
And then
love
we
it.
could don't forget to do something about Fred Hammonds and the choir.
Oh yeah, yeah. He got some good ones too. Yeah.
Only one Kirk Franklin and a whole bunch of Michael Jackson. Have y'all seen that Michael Jackson song that they redid with I don't know where he was where I think he was in the white suit doing the dance, but they put who's the boy in the Super Bowl?
Kendrick
They
Lamar,
put Kendrick Lamar song to his dance. It was amazing.
and he was
Find it
on
on
beat
TikTok.
to it.
On beat. It was like it was meant. I mean, it was crazy. I was like, whoa,
I gotta go look that up. Okay.
is this what you're gonna do? And he looked, I mean, it's crazy. But that was kind of cool. I'm not a big
Huh.
Kendrick Lamar fan, but I can become one.
So it could happen.
Yeah, because he do some spy stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But in
I
his
like
one of his
Kendrick Lamar.
songs, he's really talking about God,
He has a
elevating
lot
him.
of deep meanings in
Hmm
a lot of his music. Yeah, he's
If he
pretty
wouldn't have
dope.
been on Super Bowl, I would have never noticed it. I ain't gonna lie. Mhm.
uh, I love it. Okay, well, since y'all's birthdays are kind of around the corner here,
Mm-hmm.
this last segment is called "Thank You, Not So Much." So basically, what it means is, what is the best birthday gift that you've ever received, and the worst birthday gift that you've ever received? Now, you don't have to say the giver, but just the gifts, like your best and worst. Well, if you can. maybe if you say it, I don't know, it might incriminate the
Some fools.
person. Right.
So my twin gives me a gift all the time, like for our birthdays, and I'll be forgetting, like we finna meet, and I'll be like, you got something? You ain't supposed to bring no gift. So I'm probably the worst gift she ever got because I don't give enough.
Oh no, no.
Now she doesn't come up and here you go. I got you a little something, something. I'm like, you know what? You know we ain't buying gifts. Why you buying gifts? I don't bring nothing. Little card. I'll pick up them. 'Cause, I think that um, I've never had a worse gift. A gift is a gift. It's really where it came from, like your heart, or did you just try to, like, if somebody gives me, I know this is gonna sound ugly, and Sonya's gonna be like, "What?" I don't
Uh,
like gift cards.
really,
I don't,
I love a gift card
because you
as
know
long
what?
as it's to a store that I like.
So I'm
That
never giving you a Home Depot card again. All them Home Depot cards I gave you. Carlos, she's low key
Oh
Martha
my
Stewart.
god.
see, this
She's
is the
low
deal.
key Martha Stewart.
If,
So
if
with
I,
her
My
being
bad.
if,
Knocked
Carlos,
my
it's okay,
headphones
honey,
back
you
with
out.
good.
her being, she's a low key Martha Stewart. So with her being Martha Stewart, she can fix her husband's MacGyver. So I
Oh
call
Oh,
her
my
Martha
god.
Stewart and I call her
oh, that's a
husband
good match.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
They can fix, build, do. So she was always doing something in her house. So I go get her a Home Depot
But
card.
those when I
Like,
ask for those. That's great. When I see those are great gifts when I say, hey, don't buy me nothing else. I need a gift card so they can help me pay for some of that renovation.
Right.
But like, so I never used to really drink. People always think I'm drinking coffee because I have a coffee cup, right? But I'm drinking
Mhm.
tea. And first of all, Starbucks ain't it. Those people who see this, don't give me a Starbucks card because it takes me forever to use it.
Really?
One year, it does because one year when I first started my
they
new
have tea.
company, I know,
Yeah.
but I don't like that
And a
tea.
good grilled cheese. Phew. Phew.
Bougie. I
So
can make
good.
grilled cheese. I can cook.
But no, I mean I cook too. I'm just saying, that
Yeah,
off day
but
you don't want to cook.
okay. So one
They,
day I'm gonna cook you a grilled cheese, baby. I bet you won't never go back to Starbucks. You'll be
oh,
calling me.
hey, I'll be
I'm
ready.
telling you, because I got a panini grill that people don't play with. I can tell you, I can make a whole vegetable cheese grill sandwich, and you'll be like, "What?" Yes, avocado and everything.
Hey.
So, I think that's some really. I like gift cards to a limit, and
Mhm.
depending on the circumstance that you gave it to me.
Right.
Like if you was like, I didn't really want to get you nothing. Here's a gift card because I don't know what you like. That's a lie. If you've been around me, you know what I like.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's those are kind of what I would classify as worst gifts because you gave me something at the last second because you know what I like. Use another lie. Oh girl, I was running out of time. Boom, I'll take that. You know, don't be talking about, oh, I didn't know what you would like. I don't hang with people that don't know me. So what you mean? So then I'm like, kind of like, really? But the I would say like the worst gift would be a gift card that I was expecting you to give me something. Because so the best cards are the cards that people gifts that people sometimes that my grandbaby makes me some stuff. If the kids make it for me, like some of my students, they genuinely try to go all out,
Hmm.
and I'd be like, really? Because that's that best teacher thing. So I've gotten some really great things from that. So it's just like no one thing that says my best gift in the world, except for every time I want to buy a new car, my husband signs for me. He says, "Sign if I can't." Significant other. hmm Those are some of the better
Hey,
gifts. And I'm
hey,
on card
that's
number
good.
7.
Oh,
Don't tell nobody that. Don't
Yeah,
do that. Don't do that.
that's my honey. He
That
he
is not
like
something to talk about. No,
why?
no.
Because he gives
You'd
me.
be embarrassed.
Hey, why?
Carlos, it's
You
been 15 years. She's had 7 cars. I've had one.
now
I'm
who
about
fault
to.
is that?
Now, Sonya, I'm team ride it till the wheels fall off because I don't want that. I don't want that car note.
Thank you.
Now wait a minute.
And
Let
I'm
me help
rolling
you.
till
But
the
I'm not
wheels
Let
fall
me
knocking
off.
help
it.
you understand something.
Literally.
He's fine if I can't. He don't pay no note now. He said you want it, you gonna buy it, you gonna pay for it.
Oh, okay. So he.
He's fine, so I can get that credit
Yeah.
score with that
Okay.
2.9. But
Okay.
now you
But you
gonna
got to
pay
get
for
it.
it now.
Okay. But it's that's a
Um,
that's a fair trade. Get
mhm.
the lower
I was trying to
percent.
look over here and
Oh,
see.
that's funny.
So my favorite is when Tanya and I turned 15. Our mother got us New Edition tickets to go see the concert,
Really?
Oh, change my
and
answer.
she bought us matching outfits. We had a red little
Shout
shirt
out
and,
to Mama.
Oh my
and
God,
shorts.
Sonya, I just went through them pictures the other day talking
Remember
about that.
that? Yeah. And it
With
was the
them
first
white
time,
shorts.
and with white shorts, and it was the first time we ever got to wear lipstick because she wouldn't let us wear makeup.
And Sonya
And
still wearing that old red Hormongo lipstick till this day.
what?
Wait.
You know what? Forgive her, Lord.
Wait.
Forgive her. She don't know. Forgive her, Lord. You
With
know
them
what?
red nails that you know the church say you ain't supposed to wear.
You so sad. She's showing our age. That is so bad. That is so bad.
Wow. Now
But
that's a great gift.
yeah, so that was one of our greatest
So
gifts that I can remember on our birthdays because being a
take that.
twin, you don't
That's yours too,
usually.
Tanya.
No, my sister took me to the Janet Jackson Nelly concert.
Oh wait, that was your gift,
That
Sonya.
was my gift. And listen, look, she loved Janet, but I love me some Nelly, baby. We had a good time that
You
night.
just did that like a couple years, about a year
I
ago, right?
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I ran into y'all. Yeah, yeah.
But
But
what I
you,
wanted
yeah.
to do, New Edition was in town, and I really wanted to get to that concert and like celebrate like our 50 years of our birthday, and then New Edition had came
Pardon
to
me,
town.
who just aged us?
I know. So I was gonna celebrate the New Edition concert with our first concert and our birthday.
Oh, that would be cool.
But our
Yeah.
schedules wouldn't align, so we didn't get to go. So then when Janet came, I said, "Okay, got a surprise for you." So I took her to Janet. But
Because
yeah,
I was really talking about, oh, I want
that
to go
was
to
fun. So that
Janet.
was like one of my favorite memories of us because being twins, it wasn't a lot of gifts because it's two of us.
Right, right.
Right.
So we were lucky, get a birthday cake or something. My mom would cook like our special dinner or something like that. But otherwise, you
Yeah.
didn't get a lot of birthday gifts as a kid. And then
Because
when you
we're
became an
two of us.
adult, it's like, okay, if you have a significant other that'll buy you something or give you something, that'll work. But if you don't, you know. But one thing that we always do on our birthday is we carve out time for each other. For some years of our adulthood, we did not live close together. I lived in another country, she lived here. And then when we came back together home, we vowed that from then on, every birthday, we would spend time together. So every single one of our birthdays, whether we bring our spouses or not, we either meet for lunch or happy hour or a breakfast or something on that day,
On that
and we
day.
spend time
I
together.
love that.
Mhm.
Wait, you just said another country. Wait, where did you live?
I lived in Germany for a few years, so
That's
All
another
these years I've
episode,
known
not on
y'all. What?
podcast. That's another episode.
that's another life.
I had no idea. Germany.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
was
to
like, you
7
can't.
countries.
Oh, see, hey,
Yeah,
that's another
so,
podcast too.
definitely. But I mean, when we were
Wow.
apart, and it was a long period, we didn't realize that all of our lives we've been together, and so we took it for granted that we would be together forever. So
Yeah.
then we actually were not together and could not talk to each other every day or be in each other's lives. I think it really was a shocker for us. So then when we came back together in the same country, in the same state together, then we said, okay, we vowed that, okay, we won't spend that kind of time again apart, especially on our birthday. So we definitely make sure we always, and everybody always says, what y'all doing for the birthday? What y'all doing for the birthday? And I always tell them, I said, it doesn't matter what we do. I usually go somewhere with my twins. So if we invite other people, it's great. And we have a great time.
And if
Right.
they
But if
don't
we
show
don't
up,
get
that
all
don't
those
matter
other,
because we still gonna show up.
if we don't get all those people, then we still just her and I will get together and do something for just a little while.
I love it. I
Mhm.
love
And the
it.
picture that you had picked, that was our birthday.
I don't
Really?
like that picture, and I
didn't
wanted to
either.
mention
Sorry.
that before we get off this podcast.
You
Oh,
gotta
So
send me
dang.
the
I'm
picture.
sorry.
I'm gonna need to
Well,
send
I was
another
trying to
picture.
find.
This picture.
Oh, okay.
Don't nobody like that picture. I saw that picture when he was doing the intro.
And I
Who
was like, what in
picked
the
that
world?
picture?
That part.
How come I didn't get a vote?
Oh,
Exactly. He
I
went on my
just,
Facebook and found
yeah,
it.
I was scrolling.
Oh my
The first
God!
one
You
I
should have
saw
went
was
to
two
my
of y'all.
Instagram.
Why
So
was
that's
that on
got a
your
picture.
Facebook? Other people saw that.
I was still out. Yeah.
What? It's a whole bunch of other cute pictures of us, and you picked that one.
And I
You
was
tried-
really skinny, sickly.
Why you
didn't
put that one on Facebook? I don't like that picture.
That was
The
a
whole
birthday
world saw
shot.
me looking like that.
That was a birthday picture.
I thought
OMG.
y'all looked
I
nice in that
post,
picture.
but you should have went on Instagram. That's the better pictures.
So I didn't know. Okay. Yeah.
That's right. I
I'll
will
do that.
send you a picture.
Okay. Yeah.
You
please.
better not send that picture on your phone.
No, that was between me, you, and Michelle. So that's
Okay.
like the triplets.
Ah.
I I can't
I
send
sent
that
my
picture.
headshot. Had you sent yours, you could have merged them jokers.
Hey, right. Put them together.
That's right.
Uh,
I got a cute picture.
hey,
Okay.
but
Look,
yes,
she's
I'll use
scrolling now.
that.
She's
I'll use that
scrolling.
for the thumbnail for the
Okay.
actual when I actually post it on YouTube. So I'll use it for that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes. But yeah, this has been
Okay.
great. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You so welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
this has
you.
been. I can't wait for people to see this because this, yeah, it's been a really, really fun episode.
Yeah. It's just because you got two of us.
I'm
Hey,
finding a picture right now.
hey.
Okay. I know.
No, it's because it's y'all. Yes, not just two, but
We
yes.
miss you. We should really get together sometime, hang out, and
Yeah, I
catch
miss
up.
y'all too.
Okay,
Seriously.
we'll talk about that in
We love
just a
that.
minute as soon as he stops recording.
Oh, my
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, but yes, yes. So thank y'all again, Tanya, Sonia. Thank you for coming. Thanks for the
It's Sonya,
viewers.
Tanya.
Oh, Sonia, Tanya. Thank y'all. Oh
Maybe
yeah,
she's
I got to
old.
do. Oh wait, not old.
That's all make this podcast about special needs.
Everybody's got one.
Uh-uh.
Then shall we say, you're the
I
one I
love
know.
it. Well, yes, yes, I love it, and I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me, and thanks for all the viewers and the listeners.
Thank you.
So tomorrow will be another episode for the season. So we're talking about why we love all of the 12 zodiac signs this season. So we're gonna keep this going, and season will end right before the 4th of July. So thanks everybody for
4th of
tuning in.
July. How
Peace.
far? Oh, you
Thank
started
you.
last year.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.